Okay, I saw you came in.
Yep.
Wonderful. Yay! It's an IMEI A3. Is that your computer or is that your phone?
It's my phone.
Oh, right. Connecting to audio, can't hear you yet. Okay.
Sorry, hello.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So I can't hear you.
All right. Is that better?
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, great.
Great. So you mentioned that you already have a product sample?
I've made one myself. I haven't sourced a product sample, but it was just to get an idea of, I guess, if it would be suitable and how I would expect it to look. There are some, I've sent through some in the attachments, there's some photos of the product similar. So that's based what I made my one off.
Okay. So do you have that sample with you?
Yep, I can just go grab it. It'll be 1 second.
Sure. 你在用那个电脑吗？没有。那你把那个电脑拿来我看看，他说他给我发了邮件，有什么东西？
Alrighty. Just hold it up so you can see it a bit better. It's a bit hard to see. I might get a coat hanger. Hang on. Grab a coat hanger for it. Yeah. There?
Yes, I see. Okay, very cool. So I saw it's exactly the same like the older picture you sent me are the one you made?
No. So the ones I've sent you, the pictures, is what's available.
Oh,
so
right.
I'm looking at starting something, I guess, locally based in Australia that would be on the similar lines of what's out there, those sort of products.
Yeah. I see. Detach the collar shirts.
Yeah.
All right. Take the collar. All right. So you just wanted the white one?
Well, I'd probably be looking at different fabrics and so like some patterned fabrics, mainly black and white and grey, but yeah, I'd be looking at doing some different colors down the track and yeah, trying to source some different fabrics for it.
Okay. So how are you going to sell them?
How am I going to sell them? Online?
Okay.
I wouldn't be looking at a store or anything like that. It would all be based online.
Okay. Well, where are you based, Sonia?
In New South Wales, Australia.
I see. So because I saw your first order quantity is only 50 pieces.
Yep. So I wouldn't want to order too many until I would have like a sample and everything and testing it. I wouldn't want too much.
Yeah, that's fine. So do you want to make a business out of it?
Yeah, well, that's the idea. Yeah, it's more trying to find, I guess, a manufacturer, and that's why I contacted you guys to find someone who I could get in touch with.
Yeah. So what sort of target market are you looking at? How much are you thinking of selling?
I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. I guess you start small and then see how it goes. So just testing it. Target market would be like orientated for business people. I guess in the could be unisex down the track. Mainly it'd be for females, but you could expand it to males as well. Yeah, I'd be mainly looking at business, I guess, but also, as you can see in the pictures, you can get some nice sort of different details. So it would also attract a younger sort of audience, I believe.
Okay. How much do you want to sell them for?
Well, I was thinking it should be probably needs to be less than what a shirt would be, because obviously you're selling part of a shirt, not the full thing. So you'd have to keep costs down. From what I've seen online with other sales, like Shein's obviously quite cheap, but looking around the under $20 mark. If I could, it depends on how much, you know, how much it all costs.
The reason I'm asking for it is I want to see how your vision on this business. Okay, it will make a huge difference. Have you done some competitor research in this area? Like
Yep. Like what sort of research you mean? Like I've looked at the pricing and what's available. In Australia, there is one other seller in Victoria that's selling similar but limited sort of designs. So I guess, you know, that's only been recently established. I'd be looking at, you know, selling another sort of type in Australia, possibly even looking at manufacturers in Australia, if that was a potential that you guys can source too. So yeah, most of it's all competitors overseas. I don't know much about Shein, but like I said, their pricing is very low, so I don't know what the quality would be like. I haven't ordered any samples, and same with AliExpress. Their pricing is also quite low, but I wanted something that I could brand for myself.
Yeah, definitely, I understand that. I'm just let me see. Why don't you type in a website called VRA? So go have a look at this one. I send you. Yeah, you have a look.
Yeah, I'm just looking on the computer now. Yep.
Okay. As you can see, let me see TA.
So is this like a wholesaler?
No, this is one of my clients. Okay, it's very similar like your boat. At start something she only want to start something really small.
Yeah.
However, we did the research in tender, sampling, purchase order negotiation, and production delivery management delivered at her door. But not only that, I also mentored her for her vision, for her mentality, for her running business. So in the past 3 years, she grew to $1 million business. So as you can see, it's just simply, you know, it's a product like this, right? It's nothing, you know, overcomplicated. And she is selling like $69.95, and it cost her less than $10. But not only she is relying on herself selling online, she also has now probably 57 stockists all over Australia. So each of those stockists selling, let's say, for instance, you know, only 10 pieces per month. That would be, you know, 570 just per month. And then, you know, no mention about her order. And so as you can see, that's something, you know, made me wondering, because when you look at your first order, I understand. What if, you know, the quality is really good, then, you know, the price really stack up? Were you able to, or do you have a way to market and sell them very quickly?
Well, I guess I would just be looking at, I haven't done anything before, so I don't, I would have to give it a go with marketing and everything like that. But I would probably be looking at starting it with like either your wearing it as well. So promoting it through Instagram and also getting some influencers on board as well as Facebook marketing, trying through that way and seeing how it goes. That would be my main way. I'd probably be looking at it, to be honest.
So this kind of products in China, it can be really cheap, okay? Because clothes manufacturing in China, that's the strength. China is the clothes manufacturing, the hub, the manufacturing hub for the world. So if you don't source from China, you have no way to compete. So we can definitely help you to find the right supplier. The only concern I have is because if you just look at the order for 50 pieces, maybe we are not the right company for you, because the money you saved may not even cover the cost you're investing on us. However, if you are looking for a long-term quality supplier, long-term relationship, reliable long-term partnership with the supplier, then we are the right company for you.
Yeah, that's fine. And I would be looking at, increasing the order, but I don't want to order anything until I have had a look at the samples and before I can process that. So the reason why I put down less than 50 would be because I want to check the samples and do a testing with the market before proceeding and doing larger order. So yeah, the first one, I guess I might not, the costs might not be, the cost of the products might not be that low because my order quantity is quite low. But once I've tested the market and I can see that, yes, there is a niche for this, then I would be looking at upping the order quantity to bring the cost down lower for those products.
That's fine.
I was looking at it.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you have a plan, you have a vision, I am okay to proceed. All right. Because at the end of the day, we are here to make sure we add value to our customer.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got your product specification as well. Thank you. You are a very good student. Yeah. And also, yeah, I saw the pictures as well, and that's very clear. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was just a quick couple of pictures. I haven't fully looked at it, but it was just to give you an idea of what product I was looking at going into.
Yeah, that's very good start. So what I'm going to do here, I am going to share my screen. Have you had a chance to look through the video I sent you?
Yes.
Wonderful. So have you watched the 4 of them, 5 of them?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. In that case, I will then go very quickly, and then I will give you a recommendation on our solution for your project. How does that sound?
Yeah, or if you want to send me some more information about China Direct, like I said, I haven't had a chance to read thoroughly through your terms and conditions. So I want to make sure I have a read through that before committing anything with the company. So if you wanted to send through more information about like your costs and everything like that and the percentage that you take, I guess that would be a place to start before you sending me more information, I guess.
That's okay. Today, I'm going to go through that with you anyway and explain to you how we manage your projects and how much that will be, answer any questions you may have. And until you are quite happy and confident, you feel you see the value, you're ready to move forward. Otherwise, we wouldn't.
Okay.
Okay. So just give you a little bit of background about us. China Direct Sourcing is we've been in business for 16 years now. We based in Brisbane. Where are you located? New South Wales, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, we are in Brisbane. We are the Australian leading sourcing firm. We help company of all size to buy direct from factory in China, including many small business like you, starting from zero. If the shirt is $1, you pay $1. You pay us the fee for service. So we are very transparent and independent. We work solely for you. So you can be rest assured. We help our customer import from button to bulldozers. We won many different awards, as you can see here, many mentions in the media. And also those are some of our clients we serviced in the last few years. We have a China office and we cover 36 different major cities in China.
Yep.
So we have designed what we call the unique 3-stage of the importing process. Starting from research and tender, that's stage 1.
Yep.
With research and tender, let's say for instance, Sonia, once you engaged us, we would contact more than 30 suppliers in this category. We would prepare the request for quote for your project. And we will obtain the quotes and evaluate the offer. And then you will get 1, the supply summary report. Number 2 is all the quote comparison report, like, you know, what's in the market, how much that will be. You know, someone may quote it, like say here, international price, 26,000. Another one is a good international price, 13,000. Another one is local price, 8,000. So therefore, we can make sure your project get a fair market price, have a negotiation power, have a backup plan. So therefore, then, you know, we can really look at how to save money and add value for your project. In this scenario, we actually sourced the packaging for this Mamino ice cream. We saved them $168,000. So this is actually for the packaging was 33 cents in Australia, and we were able to source like 5 cents. This we and also do a landed cost analysis. You see, this is one thing you probably would love the most, Sonia. Is if it costs $1, then how much is the freight? How much is the insurance, custom duty, custom GST, clearing agent, cartage from the port, and landed at your warehouse? How much would that be? And then how much do you want to sell? Then we know exactly, we can work out your profit margin and whether it's feasible to continue, you know, in China or not. Yeah. So then after you're happy with stage 1 research and tender, you're happy with the figures, we move to sampling. You see, this is something about the sample. We are not just organize one sample for you. We probably will contact 2-3 different suppliers and organize samples, send it to my China office. And then we send it to you. And also depends on if you want your logo, if you want your label, if you want your packaging, then, you know, that can be done as well. So therefore, you can make a final decision on the sampling process. Once sampling process is done, then we have a purchase the negotiation. So by then, you know, I would say, instead of just have 50, you may consider a little bit order, a little bit more. You can still continue to do order 50, but then it's up to you. There is probably an OQ requirement from the supplier as well. Then comes the purchase the negotiation. We will draft the purchase order, send it to you for your proof. And then we translate to the Chinese. That will include the quality control procedures, then packaging requirement, terms of payments, quality issue, delivery delay, and dispute resolution. So far, do you have any questions?
No, none really yet.
Okay, once you're happy with that, then we move to stage 3, production and delivery management. Then we will arrange the payment, place the order, you know, organize delivery, organize customer clearance, and deliver to your warehouse. So we have the supply to do the self-assessment. We have different inspection options as well. And this is how we're sampling the products. And we have also a sampling plan. And so now let's talk about the money. So for research and tender, it will depends on your project. We
Yeah.
would have contact more than 30 supply in this category. You have supply summary report, quote comparison report, and also landed cost analysis. For that, your investment ask is 2997 to 4997. From the information you give to me, I would say that would fall into 2997 plus the GST. So that is for research and tender. Through research and tender, basically you will then have a very reliable supplier you can work with, and also being checked their due diligence, and also they are legitimate, and as well as shortlisted the supplier according to the not only the legitimacy but also the quality control system, the track record, and the price and the quality control system. So we will weigh out them and shortlist them, send it to you as the shortlisted supply report.
Mhm.
So this is for stage 1, research and tender. Any questions so far?
Say for example, your designs, if I had someone say, for example, in Australia, design the shirts, like a graphic designer, how does that go then with finding the manufacturer so it's more of a unique style and protection of that style?
Okay, so that's fine. We just then you need to let us know beforehand. Says we would have the design of the shirt, so we will find the manufacturer who is not able to providing you off-the-shelf product, but also have a capability of customizing the shirt to suit your pattern, suit your design.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you, like, for example, if you saw something overseas that was similar or from the same manufacturer, for example, as the Shein or wherever they get their shirts from, how does that work? Is that what you kind of do?
Okay. So it will depend on, most of the manufacturers generally have what they call the OEM capacity. So-called OEM capacity is they do supply for certain brand. However, that brand, they cannot give that brand to you, but they manufacture exactly the same shirt, but put a different label. So then it is your label instead. In a way, your shirt have the same quality as the Shein shirt. However, you can't use their brand. So you may not be able to sell as much as they sell, because when they sell their product with the brand already worth something.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's for stage 1 research and tender. And then we have a sampling process. For sampling process, vary from 1897 to 4897, depends on complexity of the project, strategy used. At the end of the stage 1, we would have a stage 1 completion meeting and sit down, we go through, we analysis, and then we will say, hey, Sonia, depends on how many supply you choose. Here is, your investment on us. And then for purchase order negotiation, that's straightforward, 1650 per manufacturer. And then for stage 3, production and delivery management, that's 1550 plus 10% of cost of goods at factory door. So if you have a look at it, research tender, sampling, purchase order negotiation are all one-off. Once it's done, it's done. And the stage 3 is the only thing it will reoccur. By the way, you don't need to write it down. So yeah, I will email to you.
I'm just trying to look at the screen.
Yeah, I will email to you everything I said. I will put in writing, and yeah, you will have like also including our video as well. So therefore you can review anytime if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for stage 1, 2A, 2B are all one-off. Once it's done, it's done. And stage 3 is the only thing that will reoccur. You see, I mentioned about, this particular client, and she now, been with us 3 or 4 years, and we just continue managing for them. they only thing they occur is like, say, you know, the stage 3. So if you actually let me
So
see.
does that mean that there's a contract then?
Yeah, you have a contract with us, which is our service agreement. Yes.
Okay. And how long does the contract, what's the typical length of it and how long?
Usually it's 3 years, but really after even 3 years, many customers use us for 5 or 8 years, because if you don't use us, you have to do it. And and let me see here. I want to send you another website. It's called Picnic, ICASON. Yeah. So if you have a look at this one, Picnic season.
Yeah, a second.
Picnic, yeah. So you saw it's coming up at all different product as you know, the snakes and the letters and really cool picnic basket, cool basket, and so as well as yeah, she basically started from the picnic rug, and now it's a picnic basket. So anything picnic related. She went through the same thing with Research in Tender, established a long-term reliable relationship, have a good quality supplier. We went through sampling, purchaser negotiation, production delivery management. And now she also not only selling online, she also have probably 67 stockists all over Australia. She also selling to America, and she also have $1 million business. Yeah, that's it. There's something I can see. You are not only limited on the style you send it to me. It can also have, let's say, for instance, the for the boys, and for the girls, and also for the business side, and then just for different color. Later on, you'll develop more. So you can really specialize in this area. And so really to move to the not only place the one note, you actually, you see, this is something so yeah, can happening. Let me see here.
So like, for example, like with that one that you showed me, picnic season, if you were wanting to, like I said, down the track with you getting more styles and diversifying, if you were wanting to try and like find more unique fabrics and different designs, would you guys assist in that as well? Or is that going back to the sourcing and you'd need to pay that fee again?
Well, it depends on each different scenario. If if the supplier we have chosen for you, they have that capacity to do that, then you don't have to pay anything extra.
Okay.
And also, you see, this is one thing we can see what works is, let's say, for instance, if we started with stage 1 research and tender, and we will then work out, you know, exactly landed cost analysis, and then start sampling, you then start to focus on sales and marketing. Not only you build your website, but also you start to talk with different stockists. Like there are many brick and mortar shops, and they need products. They need you. So you can, you know, instead of like everything selling by yourself, then you can sell into those boutique shops, and they, you know, selling them 10, 20 as the wholesale. So if you had like, say, for instance, 50 of them or 60 of them, each take 10 pieces per month, all of a sudden it's 600 already. And then times like, you know, 3 months, that's 2,000 pieces.
Yeah.
So instead of just, see what you can do, leverage says, how can I increase my sales dramatically? What can I delegate others to do it for me? And that's what, happened with picnic season. They all got stockist with the Vera as well. And yeah, so if you can see the value of using our services, and then you can trust us for the next step, then I would just recommend only take a baby step, okay, which is do research in tender. For that would be 2,997 plus the GST. All we need is we already have your product specs and the new application form. And then maybe instead of put that quantity as 50, maybe put as an MOQ, so to attract a better quote. And then for
MOQ stand for, sorry.
Minimum order quantity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so then you get an idea. So then in that way, because for the first sampling, we can assist you. In sampling stage, we can get you 10 piece here, 10 piece there. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you have that, you have a photo, you have the price, you have the quality, you have the sample, you have product. Then you can start to do the pre-ordering. You know what I mean? And so your order is not limited to 50. When you're limited on your 50, you doesn't do yourself a justice.
Yeah.
And then for the initial investment, for 2,997 plus GST, you can either pay by EFT or by credit card, whichever way you prefer.
Yep.
Which way do you prefer?
Oh, it'd probably be EFT.
Okay, that's fine. So do you already have a company registered?
No, I've got an ABN, but it's not for that company. It's for my own other company. But yeah, I'd have to look at getting that. And I have someone, couple of contacts for graphic designers, so I'd be looking at them for branding and doing that side of things. So it was more to just, I guess, yeah, see if I can actually make it happen before going down and investing too much into it before, yeah, like I said,
Sure.
knowing that I'll be able to get contractors and manufacturers.
Sure. In that case, yeah, you can use your own ABN. We can send you the invoice, and then you can start the research and tender. And in the meantime, you can start to talk with the designer, because we do not designers design at this stage for research and tender. No.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and research, the designers design can come later. For research and tender, it will take 6 weeks anyway. And so you can start with the 2 line. One is get the research and tender started. Another one is to talk to the designer, having the designer to design the style you wanted. And once that's done, once we come to shortlist the supplier, and then we can have them to look into the design they have made. And then we can talk about the next step, which is getting the sample made. So there is still, fair bit of time to get it done.
Yeah.
So when would you like to get the project stage 1 research and tender, the baby steps started?
I'll probably want to have a review of all the information. So I don't know, maybe at least a couple of weeks before I decide with that. Yeah, so probably wouldn't be starting at least for, I would think, at least 2 weeks.
That's fine. How about in that case, we schedule, I will send you an email to summarize everything I said, okay? And including this video, then about 2 weeks time. How about 2 weeks time? Let me see. 2 weeks time, that would be the Friday, 27th of August.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, same time.
Yep, that should be fine. If not, we can always rearrange, but that should be fine.
Okay, so 27th of August and 2 o'clock. So we make it 2 o'clock. And yeah, we can, if you are ready, and then we can look at it, how to get your project on board, arrange the project officer for you, Do you want me to send you an invoice right now or later?
You can send the invoice with the costs and everything, that's fine. So I can review that too. So yeah, I don't mind if you send that as well.
Okay, that's fine. Then, like I just use your personal name as the invoice.
Yep, so just Sonia Donaghy.
Okay, no problem. I saw that your last name was Plex.
Let's.
Yeah.
Maiden name.
All right, right.
So I think that's still associated with my other business. So yeah, I'd probably have this one under my married name.
Okay, that's fine, no worries. I will send you the invoice then. And yeah, do you have any further questions?
No, not yet. That's been good. Very informative. Thank you.
My pleasure. And look, you know, at the end of the day, we love, you know, to help you succeed. And those like Kate or Sarah, you know, who does the Vera, Kate, who does the picnic season, are just one of many of our customers we helped. And yeah, we love to help women succeed.
No, it'd be good because like I said, it's very bit daunting and a bit hard to try and work out how you would get a manufacturer and yeah, get it actually what your idea and your vision done and developed. So that's been really good.
Exactly. So, you know, you can think about some of your marketing slogans, such as, you know, like affordable elegancy, or or like, you know, looking good, not costing your arm, or something. And then, you know, in a way, and you know, have few models, and you know, all of those models you saw on Vera and all Sarah and Emily, they did themselves.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, because they are in Brisbane, so they come to my office, and quite often, you know, we discuss. And you know, once you engage us and you become our client, and I will have regular meeting with you as well, and I will give you some idea about your sales and marketing, etc.
Okay, no worries. Last question before you go. Do you know, like, for example, with that idea with the shirt, with getting it manufactured over there, I guess you guys will check out as well, like there's no imposing on, like, say, for example, the Shein people, going back to them, where they get it manufactured, there's no imposing on that sort of thing for ramifications coming back on the brand with copying.
Okay, in that essence, we would design a clause to protect your interest. Okay, such as, you know, the manufacturers take responsibility for any copyright or in patent or intellectual property infringement. And so therefore, we protect you from the liability.
Okay.
It will be written in the purchase order.
Okay.
We know what you talk about. You are not the first one.
That's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, once you come to the purchase order stage, and when we send the purchase order for your approval, you will know many things we have already put into consideration. And it's more, it's practical, it's done, it's proven, it's used for 16 years. If you actually hire a commercial lawyer to do it for you, easily cost you two grand or $3 grand, and may not even cover everything we have.
Okay. No worries.
Wonderful. Looking forward to see you in 2 weeks' time.
You too. Thanks very much for your call.
Okay. Bye-bye, Sonia.
Bye.